Gone are the days where we have to go to the library to search for information. Gone are the days where we have to read hundreds of pages just so we could understand our lessons. Gone are the days where we usually take notes by writing. Gone are the days where we have to write our ideas on a manila paper to present to our professor. Gone are the days where we have to draw everything just so we could imagine our lessons. We are now in the era where computers made studying easier and more convenient.
Have you checked our on-site schedule? No, I have already checked the new posted assignment.
What? There's another assignment? Like the 10 schoolworks aren't enough for this week. I've been losing my sleep for days.
Oh, you still sleep? Why don't we ask Dr. Cruz and Nurse Santos?
Oh, our mom? And my dad?
Yep, and the new assignment is all about nursing education and computers. I think they can help us a lot as this is in line with their profession.
But I'm going to ask my mom first.
Okay, just message us in our group chat.
Mom, we are home.
Oh, the twins are here.
Mom, where are you? I need to talk to you. Where's Mom?
She's currently in her office.
Hey, Mom.
I'm sorry I need to come home early to attend my online class.
And by that, you need to help us with our assignment, Mom.
So, what is your assignment? Why did you need my help?
Oh, Mom, so with regard with our assignment, we need to discuss the relation between computers and nursing education.
We are digital natives, so it's easy for us to identify the pros and cons of computers. However, we need first-hand experience of those nursing students who have learned in a traditional way.
Oh, I see. I can help you with that. Why don't we also invite Mr. Santos? He's a nurse, right?
We asked Trisha already to ask his father, Mom.
Oh, that sounds like a plan.
I'm home.
Oh, you're here. Come here. I'm talking with your auntie on Messenger call.
Hi, Auntie. When will you go home?
I don't know yet.
How's your Boracay, Auntie?
It's really fun here. Besides, it's summer. I can swim whenever I want. By the way, here's your rice cake, your pasalubong.
Thank you, Auntie. I need to talk my dad for my assignment.
Okay, cuz, later na lang. Enjoy Boracay.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, Dad, can I ask something?
Anything, unless it's math.
You are really my father. Are you available for mini interview? We have a homework for nursing education.
Oh, that's an easy thing. Of course I'm available.
Nice. I'm going to inform my friends. I got a message from Irish. She said that they inviting us for dinner later.
Really? Why? What's the occasion?
Laura Cruz suggested that we talk about our homework over dinner.
That sounds good. It's been a while since our families had dinner together.
Okay, I'm going to shower so I can prepare for dinner.
And for your homework,
Santos, my good friend!
oh hey Cruz, it's been a while. This is for you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't have to bring anything.
Oh come on, like we are strangers.
Princess, Trisha, come here inside. You sit with Sam and Irish. So, about this assignment, can you elaborate the things that you want to know?
Mom, we only want to know your experience in nursing education before, especially there are no computers to use.
Well, it's a lot harder compared to today since we have to go to the libraries to get the information that we need.
and buy books that were pretty expensive and heavy to carry. I remember my back aches due to carrying those books.
Oh, I remember those days too.
It's a good thing for your generation though. You already have computers to use.
But I guess the smell of the library brings you a certain nostalgia. Most students nowadays barely know how to use the library catalog.
I remember before, we needed to find the applicable data for our homework. Our library contains thousands of books. Imagine the blood and sweat that we have to find the applicable data for our homework.
Oh, don't remind me of those days. It brings me headache. Other than that, we don't have any printers. If we have the means, it's very expensive. Thus, we need to write and draw everything.
Do you remember our drawings in anatomy? Our professor barely recognizes our work.
Well, at least I've tried.
See, children, know that you're very lucky that you don't have to experience half of our hardships before.
Oh well, surely we have learned more before. Children nowadays are easily distracted with their gadgets. At first, you see their ebook open, but after a few minutes, they are already watching their favorite K-pop group in YouTube. Okay, ma'am, I'm guilty.
Talk about online learning. May I ask you, children, if you find online learning efficient?
Well, I must say that I miss going to the university physically and my classmates. However, in times of pandemics, wherein we are not able for close proximity interaction, I think online learning system is the best option.
And even before the pandemic starts, some of our professors submit our works online. And they even let us watch recorded lessons on YouTube.
That's true. Well, I can say that I have learned more on YouTube videos. I think the setup helps me a lot as visual learners.
Also, many software programs help students and nurses learn and demonstrate learning. Examples of tutorials are ECG interpretation, drug interaction, and legal aspect of nursing.
So additional to nursing education in correlation to literature access, computers are allowed to continuously updated in cumulative index subject to be searched electronically. So once the search list matches on the display screen, the user can select all or certain citation, can either print them or store them in a hard disk.
But the benefits though, it's that the outcome is not really altered, it's just made better.
I think I understand what Trisha is exactly trying to say. A perfect example of that is that the use of computers to perform accounting functions.
Oh, yes, I'm actually glad that data processing functions such as automated record keeping, drills and practice, and machines for multiple examinations has been successfully introduced to healthcare education. It makes things easier and convenient.
Back in our days, we had to sort it all out manually.
That must have been exhausting, Mr. Santos. I am glad that we are experiencing a new era of education. Computers have just made things easier and faster.
It is really pretty interesting. It was confusing for us to transition into it, and up until now, I'm still confused when someone brings up multimedia.
Oh, that's hilarious. All I know about multimedia is that it is a computer-based technology that permits an integration of traditional forms of communications to allow seamless interactions and access of users. Everybody is familiar with it, named as the internet.
You're such an old soul, Mr. Santos and Mom. Both of you are correct though, but for us, it has allowed a creative and innovative expression of our ideas and opportunities. It provides interactive through student-teacher dialogue through a common tool, the computer.
Just as there are many diverse tools that come together to make up a multimedia program, so there are many ways in which this thing called multimedia can be used.
Right. Hypermedia and hypertext programs use highlighted text or terms the user selects to receive more information, such as definition, graphic, or animation about that term, or to link to another area or topic. The World Wide Web is a hypermedia or hypertext system.
Multimedia books are electronic version of conventional textbook. In addition to text and image, they contain videos and audio clips that allows the readers to interact dynamically with the content.
Lastly, multimedia database are set up as records and fields, such as conventional text-based database with which readers are already familiar.
Well, we are just amazed with everything that you guys are learning.
Back in our days, we need to scan 5 different books just to know all about this information.
That's right. What was the other primary goal, Irish?
Another one is learning activities, and it has 4 basics, which are tutorial, simulation, problem solving, and practice.
Tutorial is the category in which one plays classic computer-assisted instruction or the CAI. CAI has evolved so much over the years that some use of this term to mean multimedia or refers it to as multimedia CAI.
I guess you could say that a modern multimedia tutorial attempts to mimic a live lecture. To take the users through a series of objectives but allow the users to undertake the operation at their own pace and still provide the option of interactivity with the teachers.
Dad actually mentioned it before that several national nurses organizations, including the Canadian Nurses Organization and the National Council of State Boards of Nursing in the United States, have already developed computerized testing programs to measure competence as a component of licensure and specialty certification examination.
That sounds interesting. Tell us more about learning activities, Sam.
Well, simulation in the health sciences are usually of patient. The patient simulation attempts to provide the user with same type of experience with patients they would encounter in clinical environment. Health-related example are programs such as Ethical Dilemma in Nursing by the American Journal of Nursing.
And practice programs allows users to develop skills by using repetition.
Meanwhile, problem-solving programs present the user with a problem, provide a number of resources to solve a problem, and then let the user come up with the correct answer on their own.
I think we're good with the information now.
True. Thank you so much for your time.
Don't worry, kids, we are here to help you.
That's right. We can always talk about homework over dinner just like this.
We're really the generation of nurses in this neighborhood. Thank you for the food, Dr. Cruz.
You're very welcome.
Okay guys, it's time to clean up.
Thank you again, Dr.
Bye-bye!